And if you don't understand why MSC Cruises are so cheap, you'll either miss massive value or accidentally book the wrong MSC sailing and end up frustrated, uncomfortable, and disappointed because MSC isn't cheap by accident, they're cheap by design. And today, I'm walking you through a phase-based checklist that reveals the real business tactics behind MSC's low prices, so you can decide when MSC is a smart win and when it's not. If you watch this in order, you'll cruise smarter, avoid common traps, and know exactly how to use MSC's pricing to your advantage. This is Shipverse, Phase 14, resetting the cheap bad myth. Step 14, understand what MSC is actually optimizing for. Here's the first mindset shift you need to make. MSC is not trying to be the best cruise line. They are trying to be the most scalable global cruise operation. That matters because scale lowers cost faster than luxury ever could. MSC doesn't design ships to impress cruise critics. They design ships to move huge numbers of people efficiently, repeatedly across multiple markets. If you skip this understanding, you'll expect MSC to feel like a premium American cruise line, and you'll judge it unfairly. Pro tip: MSC is owned by the Mediterranean Shipping Company, one of the largest shipping corporations in the world. Cruises are not their main business, and that changes everything about pricing. Step 20. Recognize that cheap doesn't mean discounted. MSC's prices aren't sales, they are baseline economics. Other cruise lines mark prices high and discount later. MSC builds low margins into the model from day one. If you don't realize this, you'll wait for price drops that never come, or book late thinking you'll get a deal. Insider detail: MSC often sells cabins closer to cost than competitors, then earns profit on board through volume, not upselling pressure. Phase 20, ship design, the invisible cost cutter. Step 3Z, understand why MSC ships feel different. MSC ships are engineered for efficiency, not intimacy. Public spaces are larger, cabins are standardized, layouts are repetitive. This reduces construction cost, maintenance cost, and staffing complexity. If you skip this phase, you'll think MSC cabins feel plain, without realizing that simplicity is exactly why your cruise costs less. What can go wrong? Passengers expecting cozy boutique vibes often feel underwhelmed, even though nothing is actually wrong. Pro tip: book balcony cabins on MSC. Their standardization hurts interior cabins more than balconies. Step 40, realize MSC builds ships faster and cheaper. MSC uses repeat ship designs across multiple classes. That means fewer design changes, fewer mistakes, and faster production. Other cruise lines redesign constantly. MSC copies what already works. If you don't know this, you might assume MSC ships are outdated, when many are actually newer than competitors. Insider detail: faster shipbuilding reduces financing costs, which directly lowers ticket prices. Phase 3, global staffing strategy. Step 5, I learn how MSC hires crew. MSC recruits heavily from countries with lower wage expectations, legally and contractually. This doesn't mean poor service. It means different service style. If you skip this step, you'll misinterpret cultural differences as bad service. What goes wrong? Passengers expecting constant smiling, small talk, and American-style friendliness feel ignored. Pro tip: MSC service improves dramatically when you ask directly and clearly. They respond better to precision than hints. Step 60, why fewer crew per passenger matters. MSC runs leaner crew to guest ratios. That saves money, but it means self-sufficiency matters more. If you don't plan ahead, small inconveniences stack up: longer bar waits, slower dining adjustments, less hand-holding. Insider detail: peak service stress happens on sea days, not embarkation. Phase 14, food strategy, where money is saved. Step 70, understand the buffet philosophy. MSC buffets prioritize volume, not customization. Minus repeat more often. Ingredients are globally sourced, not locally specialized. If you skip this, you'll think MSC food is inconsistent when it's intentionally standardized. What can go wrong? Eating randomly at peak hours leads to cold food and long waits. Pro tip: eat buffet meals 30-45 minutes before peak times. MSC food quality improves dramatically outside rush windows. Step 8, why specialty dining exists. MSC prices base cruises low, then uses specialty dining as optional upgrades. They're not forcing luxury into the fare, they're letting you choose it. If you don't understand this, you'll feel nickel and dimed. Insider detail: MSC specialty restaurants often cost less than competitors because they're designed as volume upgrades, not exclusivity. Phase 50, entertainment cost control. Step 90, why shows feel different on MSC. MSC uses international style productions that can play across multiple languages. Fewer Broadway-style shows, more visual, acrobatic, or music-based performances. This reduces rehearsal, licensing, and talent costs. If you skip this, you'll think MSC entertainment is weaker when it's actually optimized for global audiences. Pro tip: MSC Cirque style shows are often the best value on board. Reserve early. Step 10 Day limited onboard programming by design. MSC offers fewer daily activities than American lines. That reduces staffing and scheduling costs. If you expect nonstop events, you'll feel bored. If you enjoy freedom and quiet spaces, MSC shines. Insider detail: MSC assumes guests will entertain themselves. Lounges, views, social time. Phase 6E. Port strategy and itinerary savings. A Step 11 Why MSC ports are cheaper. MSC favors ports with lower fees, government incentives, or long-term agreements. They avoid premium ports when possible. If you skip this knowledge, you'll wonder why itineraries look different. What can go wrong? Expecting iconic ports every day and feeling disappointed. Pro tip: MSC itineraries often prioritize cultural ports over tourist-heavy ones, better for independent explorers. Step 12Z. Shorter port stays reduce costs. MSC sometimes limits port hours. Short stays reduce fuel, port staffing, and operational expenses. If you don't plan excursions smartly, you'll feel rushed. Insider detail: MSC shore excursions are often priced aggressively to compensate for shorter stays. Phase 7 of marketing and distribution savings. Step 13E. MSC doesn't overspend on advertising. MSC relies heavily on travel agents, word of mouth, and repeat international markets. Less marketing spend equals lower ticket prices. If you don't know this, you'll assume MSC is less popular when it's simply quieter. Pro tip: travel agents often have better MSC group rates than direct bookings. Step 14A. Heavy use of dynamic pricing. MSC adjusts prices rapidly based on demand. They don't protect early bookers emotionally. If you don't understand this, you'll feel frustrated watching prices change. Insider detail: MSC prices often rise sharply once European demand kicks in. Book early for summer sailings. Phase 8. Onboard spending psychology. Step 15. MSC counts on volume, not pressure. MSC expects many passengers to spend a little, not a few passengers to spend a lot. Drinks, packages, Wi-Fi, photos, excursions, all priced to convert casually. If you skip this awareness, small purchases quietly add up. Pro tip: prepay packages before sailing. Onboard prices are always higher. Step 16. See why MSC upsells feel softer. MSC doesn't aggressively push upgrades face to face. That saves staffing and training costs. But it means you must seek value yourself. Insider detail: MSC apps quietly hide discounts. Check daily. Phase 9E. Who MSC is really for. Step 17A. MSC targets international, budget-conscious travelers. MSC designs cruises for families, Europeans, and multi-generational groups. If you expect an American resort vibe, you'll clash with the culture. What can go wrong? Frustration with announcements, languages, and dining rhythms. Pro tip: embrace the international atmosphere. It's part of the value. Step 18. Flexibility is rewarded on MSC. Rigid travelers struggle. Flexible travelers thrive. If you adapt, MSC feels like a steal. If you resist, it feels cheap. Phase 10 Day final checklist. When MSC is a smart choice, MSC is cheap because they control ships, staff, food, entertainment, ports, and psychology with ruthless efficiency. Not because they're cutting safety, not because they're hiding flaws, but because they built a system that rewards informed passengers. If you know what to expect, MSC can be one of the best value cruises in the world. Traps to avoid before you book: don't assume all MSC ships feel the same. Don't expect American-style service pacing. Don't book peak season without understanding crowd dynamics. Don't ignore cabin location. Noise matters more on MSC. Don't treat MSC like a luxury brand. Final 2HT. Final thought: MSC cruises aren't cheap because they're worse. They're cheap because they're engineered differently. And once you understand the system, you stop being confused and start being in control. Now I want to hear from you. Have you sailed MSC before? Did it feel like a bargain or a disappointment?